George, you're on CAD.
Sarge.
Steve Narika, GP Car Sierra Oscar 4. I want you patrolling 9-beat, East Docks. More complaints from the residents. Apparently their kids are falling over piles of used syringes and condoms round by the park.
They should get the bin men off their backsides then, shouldn't they?
And as an added bonus, you'll have the pleasure of driving Mr. Cato later on. We're having a concerted clampdown on the Toms.
I'll get me rubber gloves out.
Right, Mike, Dave. Keeping you up, are we?
Sarge.
I want you patrolling 9-beat as well. Take the other GP car. And that doesn't mean sitting around gassing all afternoon. Want to see some results, right?
Right.
OK, that's it.
Sarge.
Oh, Steve.
Sarge?
There's some new signs by the ramp. You can take them with you. I'll give you a shout, Mr. Cato's ready.
Can't wait, Sarge.
A slight lack of enthusiasm, Matthew.
Not really, sir. Bit of a joke, though, isn't it?
How do you mean?
Well, what's the government expect? Not going to stamp out prostitution. May shift them on for a bit. But if you ask me, the East Docks is the best place for them.
I was up here last week, you know. Nicked Linda Evans.
Isn't she the one that works Waterside Street? I nicked her a couple of months back.
She's up the duff again, you know.
What's that, a third?
Who knows? I doubt she can count past one anyway.
Hey, Mike. Mind you don't catch something.
That's what's her name, the one who had hepatitis. I can't think of her name. Julie something.
Lovely girl. Sandpaper skin, teeth like broken coal, covered in zits.
Lovely girl.
There we go. First caution of the day.
Looks like we could be in for a busy afternoon.
Yeah, that's one of them there.
Yeah, that's Linda. Same old spot.
How come she doesn't work down the bottom of the other Toms?
Very choosy about the company she keeps, our Linda.
Thought it was someone else. I got nicked last week.
Yeah, well, don't look at me.
No, I wasn't. It was that tall, skinny bloke from Liverpool or something. I don't like him.
Yeah, well, you want to watch out, Linda. He's around this afternoon.
Yeah, our governor's going to be out later on as well.
Oh, he doesn't want to put some business my way, does he?
I don't think he's up to it.
Look, I've had nothing all day.
Leave it out.
Honest, Dave, would I lie to you? Look at it. Might as well have stayed at home.
Where are you living now, then?
I've got a room in Canberra Street. It's just till I get something else sorted out.
Still with the same bloke?
Yeah. 5 months gone. Doesn't show, does it?
That's the boyfriend's, is it? Not a punter's?
Better not be.
Still doing drugs, then?
No, I ain't touched nothing for ages.
And a boyfriend?
He's trying to get off it.
Yeah, well, if I were you, Linda, I'd keep your face off the street for the rest of the day.
Yeah, right. Well, we're going home in a minute if things don't pick up.
All right, we don't say I didn't warn you.
I haven't taken drugs for ages. She was stoned off her box.
Yeah, well, with pushers crawling out the woodwork every time she makes a few quid, what do you expect? Anyway, could you handle her life if you weren't drugged up to the eyeballs?
You're going soft, Dave.
Afternoon. Good afternoon, sir.
Any bodies yet?
Not yet, sir.
But we've issued several cautions.
Right. Let's see what we can do then, shall we?
She's had 2 cautions, has she?
Yes, sir. And I nicked her last week.
Well, obviously she's happy enough to be nipped again this week.
Oi! Back here now!
Excuse me, sir. Would you mind stepping out of the car, please?
Oh, don't nip me again, please. Please don't nip me.
Narika, do the honours, will you?
Sir.
I just gave the girl a lift, that's all.
Where to?
Oh, she said she wanted to go to the tube station.
So why did you bring her back?
Well, we got there, she changed her mind.
Did you know she was a prostitute?
No.
Have you ever received a caution for curb crawling before?
No.
Have you ever been in trouble with the police?
No, I was just driving past. Look, I don't want any trouble.
Well, I suggest you accept the caution and get on your way.
Right. OK, whatever you say.
Right, can you tell me your name, please, sir?
Simon Kennard.
Look, I was just talking to him.
I'm sorry, Linda, but I'm going to have to arrest you for loitering for the purposes of prostitution. You do not have to say anything unless you wish to do so, but what you say may be given in evidence. Do you understand the caution? Come on.
Right, there you go. And I suggest you stay out this area unless you've got business.
Right, cheers.
Right, in you go. Mind your head.
So what is it with you and that old slag Linda, then?
Oh, well, we go back a bit. She ain't a bad girl. She's only 19, you know. Started on the game when she was 15, with her mother.
Well, mother and daughter act, eh?
Yeah. Her mother died when Linda was 16.
What, overdose?
No. No, she got run over by a bus escaping from a punter's car.
But that made a bit of a mess, didn't it?
Yeah. Still, only 20 minutes till refs.
Yeah, might as well start wending our way back.
Think about.
What?
That's Joseph. He's wanted for jumping bail. He spotted us.
Get off my
Come on.
How long are you going to keep me there?
All right, come on. Calm down. Oh, come on, Norika, it's an act. She's a drama queen.
Who's that?
Linda Evans.
You nicked her, reckon?
She was begging for it, Dave.
That's going to do her a lot of good, that is.
It's an occupational hazard. So how many bodies you nicked?
One close call. Our old friend Joseph.
Oh, he's back, is he? I thought he got missing in West London somewhere.
Well, who knows where he's been since he failed to appear. He's still wanted.
Well, Tom's will be happy he's back.
What, their main supplier, is he?
Oh, yeah, everyone buys off Joseph. He's probably the reason most of them are in such a mess.
They don't need drugs for that.
Except when they're addicted. Did Linda have anything on her?
Crack hidden in her boot.
She'll never learn, will she?
Do you mind if I sit in on this interview, Steve?
You're welcome to her.
Right then, Linda. When you were brought in earlier, you were strip searched by WPC data, and you were found to be in possession of what is believed to be a controlled drug. Can you tell us what that drug is?
Crack. It was only a little bit. It was nothing.
Who'd you get it off?
One of the girls gave it me.
Which one?
I hadn't seen her before.
Where was this?
Rain Street.
Not your normal patch, is it?
I've run out of fags.
Do you know Joseph Tucker?
No.
Did Joseph Tucker supply you with these drugs?
No. Look, on my kiddie's life, right, I hadn't seen him.
Did you go to see Joseph Tucker earlier today to buy some crack?
No.
Right. Interview terminated at 18:08.
Can I go home now?
No.
Please, I want to see my kids. I've admitted everything.
I want you to tell me where Joseph Tucker's hanging out. It's only a matter of time before we get to him. He's got to be staying at one of the local DOS houses. I just want to know which one.
You fancy staying the night here, do you?
Look, if I tell you, can I go home?
It's quite possible, yes.
I bought some stuff off him earlier at the Broken House Hotel.
And that's where he is now, is it?
Now can I go home?
Oh, no, not yet.
Well, I told you what he wanted. If he ever finds out, he's going to kill me.
Look, don't panic. He won't even know you've been here. No one knows. If we pick him up, the custody sergeant will let you go. You'll be long gone before he gets here, I promise you.
Why can't I go now?
Because you could be lying to us, Linda. You could go and tip him off.
No, I won't, honest, I won't. Please, Dave.
Take it easy, yeah? Sit down. You'll be out of here. I promise you.
If he ever finds out I've told you, my life ain't gonna be worth living.
Are you the manager?
What's the problem?
I'd like to talk to Joseph Tucker. Is he in?
Never heard of him.
I see. Then you won't mind if we take a look around, Mr.
Mr. R. Look around if you want.
Much obliged. Start down here, then work our way upstairs.
Sir.
Stay where we are, gentlemen. No cause for alarm. Anything?
Nothing, sir.
Upstairs. We know that Joseph Tucker lives here.
I haven't got a clue who you're talking about.
No.
Nothing in this one, sir.
Anybody in there?
No. I said there was nobody in there.
Police, open up!
Hey, you can't do that.
Why didn't you answer the door?
What do you think? I was a bit busy.
I suggest you put your trousers on, sir.
What are you staring at?
No, don't worry, love. We've seen it all before.
Not mine, you haven't.
What's your name?
Do you mind?
No need to get so uptight.
You're enjoying this, aren't you?
We just want to know your name, that's all.
He's here! Don't be an idiot, Joseph.
You're nicked.
Right, Linda, do you understand what you're being charged with?
Yes, I understand. Can I go home, please?
I want you to sign there for your bail. Is that your normal signature?
Yes. Look, I've got to go.
I suggest you go straight home and keep your head down till this all blows over.
Yeah, right. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, I've got the file in front of me. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I can see that. Can you hang on a sec? Yes, Dave, what can I do for you?
Yeah, Joseph Tucker. We just nicked him, caught in possession.
Any potential as a grass?
Yeah, it's quite possible.
I could use one. I'll be down as soon as I can.
Right, well, don't hurry, Rod. It will hold you.
Hello.
I don't believe
What's
it.
she doing out again?
Let's not mess about. Let's nick her.
Not back to the station, Steve. Let's send her home.
So, Joseph, where have you been for the past few weeks?
Babylon.
Where's that, then?
Up here.
You're living at the Brogan House Hotel.
Who said that?
It's where you're currently living, isn't it?
I've been grassed up.
You've been arrested for possession of drugs, on top of your outstanding drugs charge. Oh, and failing to appear in court. You realise how serious that is, do you?
If you say so.
So, Joseph, can you tell us who supplied you with those drugs?
No chance.
No one out there gives a stuff about you now. You've no reason to protect anyone else. You might as well look after number one.
I've got friends.
If you're doing 10 years or whatever in prison, you ain't gonna have a friend in the world.
What is this? You asking me to do a deal?
We just want a name. The name of your supplier.
You're gonna have a hell of a long wait.
No major surprises that he kept his mouth shut.
Well, Rod thought it was worth trying to cultivate him anyway, so...
No, I'm in a bit of optimism.
How's it going? We've just nicked this one for trying to have it off with a mental defective guy in the dustbins.
You haven't seen Linda Evans on your travels, have you?
Yes, sir, about...
It was about 3/4 of an hour ago. I haven't seen her since.
Didn't nick her then?
No, we thought it was safer to send her home. As far as I know, she's gone.
Well, we better check her out, see if she's behaving herself.
Happy hunting, sir.
Well, she's obviously learnt her lesson, sir. Shall we move on?
You don't believe that any more than I do. Got a soft spot for her, have you?
Not really, sir, no.
Beware the 3 Ps, Dave. Prisoners, prophecy, and prostitutes. The trouble.
Dave, stop! Back there!
God.
Linda! Linda, can you hear me?
Sierra Oscar from 517 receiving over.
Yeah, go ahead, Mike.
Ambulance
Right,
required
try
at
and do something.
Warpside
You're on your way,
Street. One female with head
Right,
wounds.
get her
Also
out. Come
may
on,
have
let's get her
stopped
flat.
breathing.
Okay, receive.
I'm ready.
All right?
Yep.
Okay.
Two, three, four. Good girl, that's it. Come on.
Just lie still, you're safe
Come
now.
on. That's
Jarvis,
it.
hurry that ambulance up!
George, can you get a move on with that ambulance, yeah? Stand back, please. Make way.
Was she mugged, sir?
Not as far as we can tell. She still had money on her.
What about one of her punters? Some pervert turned psycho on her?
What do you think, Dave?
Joseph.
Well, he's banged up downstairs.
No, I don't mean him personally. I mean someone's put 2 and 2 together and linked her visit here with him being lifted.
Well, some of his friends, maybe.
If he wasn't a dealer, no one would spit on him if he was on fire.
What about one of Joseph's customers? I mean, if they found out this Linda had talked, they'd go dipso. They'd have no supply.
Well, they'd find another dealer. And I don't think any of them would do Linda over.
You think it was a punishment, though?
Yes, sir, yeah. And as a warning to the other girls, make sure they keep their mouths shut.
Well, who would do that except the dealer himself? And if he hasn't got any friends...
Presumably he has cohorts. Others who have a financial interest in supplying the area.
What, other dealers?
Or the people who supply the street dealers.
But how did Joseph's supplier work out that Linda was our informant?
Someone must have seen us with her.
Or when she was being arrested, you mean?
Nobody saw her being arrested. The street was empty.
Well, what about when she left here? Could she have been seen then?
She might be a tom, but she's not stupid. She knew the risks.
Well, someone must have worked out the connection between Joseph and Linda's arrest. There must be someone who knew she'd been nicked.
There is. Linda's punter in the Jag.
Who, sir?
Simon Raymond Kennard.
Two previous convictions, intent to supply.
Earlier on, Joseph, we asked you who supplies you with drugs. I'd like to ask you that question again.
No comment.
Are you frightened of what might happen if you name that person?
I don't grass on people.
But if someone grasps you up, then surely...
I know they did.
You'd like to see that person dealt with.
Why all these questions again? What's happened? What's going on?
Do you know a man called Simon Kennard?
I'm saying nothing.
What would happen, Joseph, if your supplier thought you'd been nicked too many times? Thought you'd become a liability, might lead us to him? I think he might want you removed. Put out of harm's way. Like banged up, in prison.
No.
Well, you're sitting here, aren't you? And you seem pretty sure that somebody put you here. Who could that be, eh?
I'm not saying nothing.
You cleared off for a while, didn't you? Gave them the chance to put in some new faces, new dealers. Is that what happened? Is that how you come to be sat here?
I don't know.
Then I suggest you think about it. Is what we're saying the truth? Is Kennard your supplier?
Is this a wind-up?
Who else could have wanted you banged up, Joseph?
Are you telling me that Kennard's a grass?
Are you telling me that Kennard's your supplier?
There's not much point you hanging around, I'm afraid.
Well, how bad is she?
She's lost the baby. She's still in theatre.
And?
Well, it might be an idea to advise her next of kin.
Well, see what I can do. Cheers.
Simon Kennard?
Yeah?
DC Skase, PC Quinnan. I wonder if we might come in for a chat.
Sure. Be my guest. So, gentlemen, what can I do for you?
We're investigating an assault. Would you mind if we asked you a few questions?
Far away.
Can you tell us where you were this evening between about 7:30 and 8:30?
Yeah. I've been sitting here watching the box.
You haven't been out at all?
No.
Were you in the company of a girl called Linda Evans earlier today?
Never heard of her.
A prostitute. Works in Wolfside Street.
Well, that was just a mistake. I took the caution anyway. I didn't want any bother.
Why? Because of your criminal record, perhaps?
Perhaps.
Linda Evans was seriously assaulted this evening.
Really? Take a seat. Well, like I say, I've been sat here watching the telly all night. I can give you a rundown of the programmes if you like.
Have you been in on your own all evening?
Yeah. I don't usually make a habit of going out looking like this.
Right. What about the telephone? Have you spoken to anybody this evening?
No, I don't think so.
Have you phoned anybody at all?
Not that I can think of.
Well, we can always ask Telecom to check the itemised printout. Now, I must caution you that you don't have to say anything unless you wish to do so. But what you do say may be given in evidence.
I think I did call someone.
Who was that?
That's just a mate of mine.
And what's his name?
Trevor. I don't know what his second name is.
What's his phone number?
I think he called me, actually.
No worry. It'll show up either way. Where does he live?
I'm not sure.
Do you think he might have been in the East Docks area of Sun Hill this evening?
Do I have to answer these questions?
You're not obliged to, no.
In that case, gentlemen, I have got nothing further to say. I exercise my right to silence.
Fair enough, Mr. Kennard. Another day, maybe.
Come in. Well?
Well, it was him, all right, sir. I mean, he didn't actually commit the assault himself, but he was behind it.
And he's confessed, has he?
Not yet, sir, no. I managed to wangle a name out of him. I'll be checking with the LIO to see how many heavies called Trevor we have on our patch, and I'll do a check on his phone calls.
And then?
All right, then, sir. We'll nick him.
Have you located her next of kin yet?
Her boyfriend was too stoned to understand. Social services took the kids. Apart from that, there's no one.
What about close friends?
Well, a lot of people got close to Linda. None of whom she'd want to call a friend.
We should have nicked her the second time round.
Yeah, we didn't, did we?
Better to be nicked than battered after death.
Just drop it, Steve, eh?
Still, it's frightening the toms off the streets, isn't it?
Great. Local residents will be happy.
Continuing to lay down the law tonight at 9 will be The Chief. Before that, comedy in Surgical Spirit. Stay tuned.